Cooked to perfection as well.
3 out of 10.
It's getting an 8.
Our EveryPlate box has arrived. We decided to try that this week. It's the cheaper version of HelloFresh. So we're about to open up the box and see what's inside. So we got a trial box of EveryPlate, which let us get 6 meals for 2 people. I wasn't expecting there to be recipes inside. We could select from a few recipes, so we chose pork tacos, a beef burger, lentil stew, pork and garlic rice, Jamaican beef, and Middle Eastern meatballs. The box came unsorted, so everything was just chucked in together, which meant I had to sort it out, what went with each meal. And then trouble hit. The coconut milk is spilt in the packet. So we had to put the coconut milk into a container and then clean everything else in the box. I have to wipe off everything because zucchini has coconut milk on it.
There too.
Yeah, it's running in the bottom of the box. As much as we made fun of it, it was a mess. Here.
We need a bigger table.
Look.
Oh no.
Coconut milk on everything. It's got coconut milk on that.
Oh!
But this is handy because you got like a little tab that you can open it with, so we won't have to use the axe.
I think there's a little chocolate in there in the corner.
That's vegetable stock.
Oh.
There's coconut milk that's run there on the tortillas.
Oh, not on the tortillas.
Hey, let's see if anything's busted in the cold.
Yeah. Let's.
Thankfully, nothing else had busted. So then we just put all the cold things in a bag in the fridge and all the pantry items in a bag on the bench. Our first meal was Indian cauliflower and lentil stew.
G'day guys, coming at you here from the Larry kitchen. Today we
are making lentils of some sort.
We are making lentils. There you go, for you lentil fans out there. Alright, this is EveryPlate. We're very interested to see the portion size difference to HelloFresh to EveryPlate. And here goes the oil. Mm-hmm. The oil goes on.
That's our own oil.
That is our own oil. We paid for that. It did not come with the oil. This portion's looking promising. Ooh, look at that.
Oh no, is that gonna make you sneeze?
It's you. Put in some salt and pepper, swirl it all about. Get them tossed, gang. Alright, that's nice and tossed.
Do we put some chili flakes on or?
Yes. Okay, well, I gotta get a charger.
We had to roast the cauliflower and the potatoes, which we did in our air fryer.
On your hand. Don't, what the f***?
So I had to chop onion and garlic and put that on to fry, and then add the garam masala and some water, and then rinse the lentils and add them too, as well as coconut milk, vegetable stock, and some green beans.
What?
You can't.
I can't what?
You make a mess like that. No.
Then I had 20 minutes to clean up the mess and cut some chili. Then the spinach was stirred in and the roast vegetables were tipped in. It also says to drizzle a small bit of white wine vinegar in, but it doesn't supply the white wine vinegar. And again, another thing, we don't have white wine vinegar. Oh, that's a lot of chili. So we left the white wine vinegar out and plated up with the chili on top, and then it was time to taste.
All our other dishes look a lot closer. But the first thing to notice is I think the amount of sauce that this is meant to have.
Sauce aside, let's taste. That is actually really good. The flavors are great. This is the creaminess that I wanted from lentils. These are the creamy, fluffy lentils I wanted. If you remember when I had the HelloFresh lentils last week, I have something in my teeth. Lentils. If you remember last week when I had the HelloFresh lentils, I said that they're really dense and I just wanted them to be more creamy and light and fluffier. These are what I wanted. So I would give this, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Like, it's really delicious and I don't know how I would improve it. I mean, it could be a 10. It's pretty good.
Did you have a bite with potato?
I had cauliflower. Potato might be hot.
Yeah, potato might be a bit too hot. I'm gonna grab a cauliflower here. It's good. That's lentils.
What would you rate this one?
No, I like this one. It's a bit more creamy, I think. I just think that it's good that there's a bit more vegetables and a bit more mix. I would have never guessed that they were gonna stir in my roast.
Okay, rating out of 10?
I'm gonna give this a 9, I think, as well. No, 8. It's getting an 8. It's just missing a little something. Maybe it was meant to be a little bit more saucy like in the photos.
But I like it not saucy.
Like I saw this and I thought, oh, there's gonna be like a spicy, soupy cow soy.
Yeah, but then that's an error in our cooking, not the...
And that kind of looked like chicken. But let's just see if this one of these potatoes are good now. Cheers. Cooked to perfection as well. Good potatoes.
Today we're making honey soy pork and garlic rice. Basmati rice, pork mince, some garlic and ginger, sesame seeds, a capsicum, a cucumber, and a zucchini.
What is that?
Ginger.
We don't have any mayonnaise.
Are you sure?
I'm sure we've used it. What's there? Open again. Down there, traditional.
Told me we didn't have any.
Well, I don't remember buying it. That's probably 4 years old. October 21st. No idea where the hell we got that.
So we basically supply half the meal ourselves. What can you do? Thank you for cleaning up the kitchen.
You're welcome. I always do.
I hate peeling garlic.
What else do you hate?
Chopping onions. What else do I hate?
What else do you hate?
Ginger. I don't know how to grate the ginger. The recipe says I have to grate ginger. Like, how on earth are you supposed to grate ginger without grating your fingers?
Why does it seem like you're chopping with energy?
Because I'm so hungry. It's so late already. Why?
Are you gonna get more impatient with every dish?
So the garlic and butter were fried together, and then the rice and water were added, as well as some salt.
Is that generous?
And that was put on to boil for 10 minutes with the lid on. And then I spent about that amount of time chopping the zucchini and capsicum and cucumber. Although most of the cucumber got eaten in this cucumber war.
No! Put it back. And then what? What's this doing?
The capsicum and zucchini were fried
I just
together.
want to know what that is.
That is the junk hole.
You can't just use this chopping board hole for everything.
And then the pork was fried.
We're meant to go in with the vegetables, but what can you do?
And then soy sauce and honey was added. And then stirred in.
And then we plated up. And it was time to taste.
Amazing.
I'm allergic to capsicum, so I substituted my own homegrown tomato instead. So then we're gonna try. Also, we forgot to put the sesame seeds in with the vegetables, so it's sesame pork instead of sesame vegetables. It's kind of average.
I tried to improve it with salt and pepper.
Let me take another mouthful. It's good, but
Does it need more pepper or salt?
it actually does.
No.
It's good, but it's average. I'll probably give this one like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I think it's just like 5 out of 10. It's nothing special but I would eat it, like it's still fine.
So let's get a bit of everything here if we can. Okay, so straight away, I'll tell you that the meat needs sauce. I'll try the rice by itself. The cucumber is just cucumber, so it needs a little special something.
Oh, we're supposed to serve it with a dob of mayonnaise on top too. What, you can't eat that all mayonnaise in one hop.
Oh, like that? It doesn't really change anything. I wanted it to be really saucy. I really like sauce and rice and meat. What is this? It's definitely salty and peppery, which is great. Yeah, I give this a 4.
4.
It needs something. It needs, that certain...
Yeah, they don't even show it on the recipe with sauce. It's just dry meat and vegetables.
Like, it's pretty plain.
Yeah.
Right, these are just chopped. It's not very creative.
Yeah, last night's was a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go eat it though.
We will eat it.
Today we're making Malaysian pork tacos with creamy slaw. These are the ingredients, just these ones here, that's all. So if you come and look, there's tortillas, cucumber, pork mince, slaw and Malaysian spice. No dressing for the slaw. You need to use your own mayonnaise and soy sauce and sweet chili sauce, which we don't have sweet chili sauce. That's another thing we need to add to our shopping list. But we can get started.
Oh, such a gorgeous smile. I melt every time. Woo!
I added onions because I had some that needed using, and then we just added the spice blend and fried that up, mixed together the mayonnaise and soy sauce, weird, and added in the slaw. Note to self, use a bigger bowl next time. And once that was mixed, the tacos got warmed in the microwave for 10 seconds at a time.
4 seconds.
And then we plated up.
Taste test. It's good. I really like the Malaysian spice, but I think it's very bland and very plain. Like, I think these are disappointing tacos, and I don't like that we have to supply basically all the sauces ourselves. I think they should rename these depresso tacos. Anyway, you can try them. I'll give that my rating out of 10. I'll probably give these just because it's just nothing like 3 out of 10.
Yeah. Like the tacos. No thrill tacos, I think. I agree. And yeah, I wouldn't get this one again just because it's missing a certain something. Like, you can easily go to the shops and pick up these ingredients, add cheese even, and spice it more up yourself. So it's a 3 as well for me.
Yeah.
You can make a lot bigger ones too.
Why do I always have to be the cook? Why don't you be the cook one day?
Because I can't read recipes.
Yes, you can.
No. Beautiful.
Tonight we'll be making burgers. Italian cheesy beef burgers.
We got what? Beef mince?
Mixed salad, some potatoes, Italian herbs, breadcrumbs, shredded cheese, a tomato, burger buns. There was only 2 potatoes that came with it, but I added an extra one because we're a little hungry. And we're also adding some sweet potato. The recipe says we have to use our own egg, so there is an egg. And let's get started.
So I had to cut the potatoes to make
I would
the
slice
chips.
this again.
So here I am doing the second cutting.
I just know you're going to do some funny voiceover about me asking you to make smaller chips.
Of course not, Minscat. I would never comment on your backseat cooking. So we added salt and pepper, paprika and chili.
Damn.
And then I had to add our egg to the meat and the breadcrumbs, Italian herbs, and then slice the tomato.
Oh
What?
You would know.
Then we started cooking the meat and put the bread buns in with the chips. The recipe wanted me to put the cheese on top to melt, but shredded cheese just doesn't go on easily. It would have been so much better if it was a slice of cheese.
Because it just fell everywhere in the pan, so we're just gonna put the cheese on top now, and you can still see it's not that easy.
And after my struggle with the cheese, we plated up and it was time to taste.
Chip? Nothing beats a good potato. The paprika and chili we put on it were good too. Give it a real kick, but that wasn't in the recipe. Woo. Oh. It's a good burger. It's a very good burger for what it is. Cooked well. Well seasoned. Delicious, just what a burger should be. The dish itself, the burger is delicious. I'm mad that I had to supply my own egg, but I guess they can't really ship an egg. I had to include my own egg, and I had to include my own mayonnaise, which we didn't put. We put barbecue sauce instead. But as far as the burger goes, it's a really good burger. The bun is nice, the meat is cooked well, the chips are good. So for a meal, it's like a solid 8 out of 10.
What stands out about this burger compared to any?
I don't think anything actually stands out about this burger. Like, it's a good burger, you know. I'll enjoy eating it, but I wouldn't order it again. I only ordered it because I didn't have other options to try, so.
Okay, so we'll start with the chip. Good spice, so they taste really good. Okay, let's try this. Now look at that.
Decent sized burger.
Decent size, soft bun. Yeah, the same as what Larry said. It's good, but it doesn't, like, I can make this. I don't need these ingredients. Like, usually what we like about these meal things is that we get recipes that we haven't tried before, or different styles of cooking that we haven't done. Now, what did we learn with this? Probably just to put breadcrumbs in meat.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I haven't done before. Like, I always make the chips like this. Oh no. Oh, embarrassment.
So what would you rate this?
It's 5. Like, it's good. At the end of the day, you get a good burger, but it's like, yeah. If you want a burger, you get a burger.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Tonight we're making meatballs and couscous. Okay, so we have beef mince, couscous, garlic, carrot, Greek yogurt, fine breadcrumbs, vegetable stock, tomato, Persian spice, and spinach. So let's get started.
So first I had to crush some garlic and Morgan helped.
Is that pressed?
And grate carrot.
What are you filming?
I wasn't filming in time. You just the kitchen. You have to beep that out.
Beat what out?
I said.
You mean I have to beef out?
Yeah.
Why?
It's burning.
You're burning.
Turn that down a bit.
The carrot went in with some water and vegetable stock, and the couscous was added. Then I chopped the spinach and tomato for the salad.
No scissors are now disgusted.
Yuck.
Yuck.
I would like a steak, please, with a loaf of bread inside.
Because it's meatballs.
That makes no sense. This must be meatballs for the ducks.
For the dogs.
Duck. Quack, quack, quack,
That was
quack.
Persian spice blend. Shape heaped spoonfuls of the mixture. Oh, yuck. I hate touching meat and egg. I can't survive in the wild. Unless it's a wild with lots of cucumbers and tomatoes.
You're doing good.
Can we just take a minute and say thank you to the poor animal that died so that we could eat today? Vietnamese dipping sauce is all I've got instead of white wine vinegar. So that's what's going on.
And then the couscous was ready and it was time to plate and taste.
Got a bit of meatball and a bit of couscous and a bit of yogurt. The meatball is good, but it's like an average meatball. It's not packed with flavor like I would have liked. I probably would have liked some herbs in there or even some curry powder. I don't think the Persian spice is very strong, especially for people who really like curry and spice like we do. I have one more mouthful. I'm hungry. It feels very much to me like something I would have eaten when I was at uni. That I probably would have gotten a packet meal or something, like one of those quick microwave meals. It's the kind of taste that I had as like a budget uni meal. So, I mean, given this is more budget than the other food delivery ones, it's a nice meal. Nothing flash. I would probably give it average 7.
7 is not average. 5 is average.
Yeah.
6 is above average. 7 is like a good solid meal.
Well, it is a good solid meal, but it's like an average good solid meal.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you try and see what you think.
Okay.
Okay.
So I reckon I'll go for something light on the palate first. It is nice. You okay with the camera there?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. The couscous and the carrots actually not bad. What did you put in it? It tastes a little bit like something. So let's try one of the meatballs now. So we'll try that. They're good as well. I like these meatballs. They're probably a bit better than the IKEA meatballs, I think. It's got some nice flavors to it. It just doesn't have any spice, which would be nice. But it's a good solid meal still. It tastes good. It tastes like fresh. I'll give this like a 6.5. Like this is good, but I want something. I want a curry or fettuccine.
Yeah.
Okay, 6.5. Bye.
Tonight, we're making Jamaican beef chili. Okay, but there's something that we need to discuss here. Look, on that picture, that looks like tomato, doesn't it? That's tomato, that's tomato, that's tomato. Okay, the ingredients are garlic. We have our garlic here. Basmati rice, carrot, sweet corn, beef mince, jerk seasoning, tomato paste, and sour cream. Nowhere does it say tomato. And the ingredients we need is olive oil and butter. So I'm really confused about how this tomato got here. I don't know.
Do you think it's in the paste?
No, because that is not tomato paste. That is clearly not tomato paste.
It could have been before it was paste.
Yeah, that's false advertising then. Anyway, luckily I have my own tomato that didn't come with this because it's not there. But I bought my own, so we'll use that. Okay, let's get started.
Wait! You can get to film it.
It's just oil. Okay, stop and just...
Oh, there's oil in there as well.
So we had to fry garlic and butter until fragrant.
Oh, that's so fragrant. Yum.
Okay, here
That's
comes...
that garlic butter.
Here
Hey.
comes rice in it.
Yeah, chuck it right in there. Ooh, look at it like a top layer. Now wait for it to sizzle through.
What then?
Finally. Add some of that fresh, natural water.
Okay, now we stir this all up, bring it to the boil, and then...
Where's the boil?
That's what we're bringing it to.
Yeah, we need to bring it to the boil. Where is it?
Yeah, we're bringing it.
Where the hell is the boil? Have you seen the boil? No.
No!
Oh.
Look, I've grated one too many carrots this week, okay? That's 2 carrots, and that's 1 too many.
Don't get it on the lens. No. You cheeky little rascal.
Oh, you're a spooked baboon!
Have you seen the boil?
Why?
The boil found the rice. The boil came.
Then it was time to cook the meat and carrot.
Jerks.
Yeah, I gotta season you with that. Ha!
and the jerk seasoning and tomato paste were added. We also fried some pineapple to include in the recipe. I also included the tomato even though it wasn't mentioned in the recipe because otherwise the salsa would have just been tinned corn. And then it was time to plate with the meat and salsa and sour cream and feast.
Wow.
Got a bit of everything there. This one's got a bit of a sauce, which is nice. I like that about it. I would give this recipe a, I want to say 9, but then like it doesn't compare to the the fettuccine is a 10.
Yeah, but this is out of would cook or choose again.
The reason that I'm deducting some points is because, again, I would like a little bit of spice. I just always want the spice, but maybe a lot of people don't. And the other reason is because this picture has a tomato in it. The recipe said nothing about tomatoes, and so I had to add my own tomato to make it look like this. So because of that, I give this dish an 8, and now Morgan is going to try.
Let me dig in here. I expected more because you just hyped it up so much. But overall, I think I'm just gonna get another bite. It's nice with the pineapple, but this is it's just missing a lot for me. I wouldn't take this recipe again. It tastes good, it's fine, but it's lacking something for me.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Okay, if I'm presented with a list of like 10 options, right? To pick a recipe from, and I don't like any of them, then I pick this one. But if there's a recipe that I haven't yet tried, or another recipe that I like, then I won't pick this.
Okay, so what do you rate this?
Therefore it gets a 5. It's neither good or bad, it just is.
Okay. So after our week of trying EveryPlate, my favorite was the lentils. They were really fluffy and nice and delicious. The flavors were there.
This is my top rated Indian, what is it, cauliflower and lentil stew. And I feel like this was the one recipe where there was a bit of extra,
Flavor?
Yeah. In this one, I feel like there's a little bit of extra cooking, like a little bit of, what's it called?
Technique.
A little, yeah. Like I feel like we learned something about cooking this. I feel like you cook this in a different way. So this recipe actually taught us a little bit of something. And it was some nice flavors and not as simple as the rest of them.
So I gave the lentils a 9 and Morgan gave them an 8.
Number 2, I got the Middle Eastern beef meatballs. Now I like this, again, simple recipe, but the beef meatballs were quite nice. And the rice was nice as well. Okay,
That was
next.
couscous.
The couscous was nice. That was with carrot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a bit different, but simple, still good.
I think the meatballs were good, but the dish was just okay.
Morgan gave the meatballs a 6.5 and I gave them a 7.
Next, the Jamaican beef chili.
This one. That's the one we had today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I think.
Morgan gave this recipe a 5 and I gave it an 8.
Then we had the burger, solid burger, you can't go wrong.
It was a good burger, nothing fancy.
Would you order again?
No.
Morgan gave the burger a 5 and I gave it an 8.
Honey soy pork. This one was a bit dry, I think. There was no sauce with it, and it was, what was mayonnaise. It was weird to put mayonnaise on food.
This one. I think less of this one than the one I reviewed today.
Morgan gave the pork a 4 and I gave it a 5.
Then we got the, what are they called? Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
The tacos were pretty good as well. But they were a bit on the simple side. I would have liked a bit more on there.
And then last, the tacos. There was good flavor, but they're just like could have done with some tomatoes and other things and cheese. Like, who has tacos without cheese?
Morgan gave the tacos a 3 and I also gave them a 3. They were disappointment tacos.
At the end of the week, the only meal I would order again would be the lentils. I really, really liked them, and everything else was quite simple.
Okay, would order again? I would probably only order this one again. If there was no other thing that stood out to me, otherwise I would get this one.
The meals are very lacking in flavor, in my opinion. When we first got the EveryPlate box, it was really hard to figure out what went with what dish, and also that the coconut milk had spilt on everything. The amount of time and energy you put into cooking the EveryPlate meals, I don't think you're rewarded with flavor for that. These ones I think are more like stomach fillers compared to like flavor adventures. I think EveryPlate would probably suit families with kids who are more picky though, but yeah, I don't know, we'll get Morgan's thoughts.
Final thoughts on EveryPlate. EveryPlate, I think, step up your recipe game a little bit. I don't mind cooking a little bit longer or filming someone cook a little longer if it's a really unique recipe and it brings out flavors that I haven't tried before. And we're very willing to do that. Just contact us, send us another box full of experimental recipes, and we'll review them.